So now let's move on to Google Analytics and how you can add your site to Google Analytics. First of all, let's just go through some reasons why, and of course it's because you can get great analytics and this is for free for your website. Especially if you're running a small blog and you're not exactly sure what pages or what posts are doing well, it's a really good way to analyze exactly what is doing well and try and push the things that are working better, and also see what's negative on your site, what people aren't really searching very well and what really doesn't do well for your site. You can also see where they're exiting, where they're coming in, how long they're spending on your site, and it will give you a really good outlook for really what you need to grow your website, because you're going to see what works, what doesn't work, and you can also see the growth too. So to do that, what we're going to do first is we're going to, on our WordPress site, is we're going to come over to plugins, and we need to download a certain plugin to run the Google Analytics through our WordPress. Now let's go to add new, and what we're going to be looking for is GA Analytics plugin. It's going to look a little bit like this, and we're going to go to install, and then we're going to activate it too. So now with that downloaded, let's just go to settings, and we're just going to leave it on a specific page, and we're just going to open up the plugin settings, and we're going to leave it here ready to put in our code. After that, go in and search for Google Analytics, search it on Google, any other search engine, and then you're going to get taken to the dashboard right here, and just make sure that you sign in with your Google account. And again, all this is absolutely free. So let's just go ahead and add a property, which is your website, to your Google Analytics. First of all, we're going to go down to admin. After that, come over to property, and we're going to create a new property. Make sure to give it a name that you're going to remember. This is going to be a name more for your reference, so if you've got multiple websites you're tracking, you can choose exactly which one it is and you know which website it goes to. After that, choose your reporting time zone, currency, and then go to next. You're going to need to fill in some information here, whether you're in industry, what industry you are, your size, and also what you want to track with your analytics. Once you've selected everything that suits your blog or your website, go to create. And now let's go ahead and let's set up a data stream. This is going to collect all the data and then obviously give you the analytics from that site. So what we're going to do is let's go to web, unless of course you want it to be specifically for Android, and we're going to enter in our domain and our stream name as well. Stream name again is more for reference, the domain name is the actual domain itself. Once you've put all that information in, go to create stream. Now we're going to need a few things from here. First of all, we're going to need the measurement ID, so let's just go ahead, click that button and it will copy it, and then we're going to come back over to our plugin on the WordPress. So just make sure to paste that in into the GA tracking ID section over here. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to return back to the analytics, and we're going to click on this section here, which is the global site tag. It's going to give you some code, and we're going to copy it in the same way, so we're going to click copy right there, and we're going to go straight back over to our plugin on WordPress, and we're going to come down to where it says custom tracker objects, and we're going to paste the code in there. Now just make sure that you have pasted all of the code and it's all gone in nicely. It looks like it has, and also after that, make sure that you've got the include tracking code page in the WP head also ticked. Once you've done that, come down to the bottom, hit save changes, and you have basically added it to Google Search Console. It can now start showing your data, and you can start checking out on your analytics. You can now close the plugin down. You don't need to do anything more there, and your reports will now start to show in the Google Analytics. Obviously not quite straight away, it will need a little bit of time, up to 48 hours, and then once it starts measuring the data, you can simply go to the reports on the top left, make sure that you have the right account selected from all your accounts, and if I open up another one of my websites, you're going to see the data you're going to get. You're going to see the users, bounce rate, how long their session duration is, the time of the day that they're logging on the most, what pages are getting the most views, active users, and so much more information. So now that you got it added, just wait up to 48 hours and you're going to start seeing all that information coming in.